So, the positive lens. The basic argument around positive organization scholarship is, when we wrote the first book, was, look, social scientists go out into the world and ask the question, what is? They get a random sample, they identify a pattern, and they say, okay, this is what life is like. And it doesn't matter which social science you're in, it's pretty much what we do. We describe things. We said in the book, it may be time to change the bias. And that is, we may need to move the lens from the middle of the curve to the far right side and ask the question, what is life like at its best? What is an individual like at her best? What is a group like at their best? An organization or a topic like decision-making or leadership. What are they like at their best? That changes everything. We wrote that book, and we took some heat for writing that book. But now, many years, 13 years later, there are several hundred scholars around the world who take this as their identity. And there's a flow of studies coming constantly. And they're exhilarating. And they're different from normal social science because in the last paragraph of every journal article, there's a paragraph that says, implication for practice. And our friend Jean Bartunek did an analysis of those and said, they're pretty much a waste of time. It's very hard to translate. On the contrary, when people do POS studies, because they're looking at very unusual positive things, it's inherently suggestive of things you can do better. It very much lends itself to practice. So we've introduced a bias. That upsets some people. They say, well, science is not supposed to be biased. Therefore, this is bad. I would suggest science, normal science, is highly biased. Towards what? Towards equilibrium. Towards what's normal. And towards constraint rather than possibility. And what you find in studies in positive psychology and positive organization scholarship is the discovery of the reality of possibility. If you study somebody at their best, or some group at their best, and they're doing these things that are excellent, those things exist. They're real. For the rest of the world, they're possibility. But now the possibility is grounded in reality. And that's, to me, very, very exciting.